Okay, that's recording if it says record the top left, you can see that.
Right, okay.
If you want to pause it at any point, obviously towed before, so the hitch, obviously that is the clamp. The clamps onto the tow ball of your car. This stabiliser hitch.
Yeah.
So you've heard a bit about that. Your tow ball, I don't know if it's a new tow ball or is it...
It's new, but I've sanded it down, so it is bare metal-ish.
Yeah, bare metal-ish. So it's ain't got the paint on that. That's the main thing. It works off friction. Okay. Obviously, so if you've towed anything previously, you may have had put grease on the tow ball. Obviously, do not do that on this because obviously it won't work. Also, obviously, if there's paint on there, it would obviously contaminate the pads on the side there, and obviously that won't work. It does not eliminate all the movement. It's just there to slow it down. You have got ATC as well, so that's part of your stabilisation as well. The all it's there to do is to slow the movement down. Right. Okay, so you got the pitching and yawing. That will just slow it down. So if it does start to do that, it'll just slow it down gently. Okay, I'll show you a bit more of that when we attach to the car.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, it's more easy to explain when it's there. Breakaway cable. Obviously, as long as it's attached correctly, that is there. So if the caravan and the car comes separated,
push the brakes on,
pull the handbrake on.
Yeah.
Obviously, as long as it is attached correctly. And then, as it's called, the breakaway cable, it will break away from the caravan. So the car and the caravan become separate, company, even though it's already separate. It's not going to be right up behind you. Okay. Handbrake.
Right.
Very straightforward. Off. It does spring up quite rapid, so just be careful. I've caught it a few times, especially when you've got cold fingers. That clacks on the back.
Stings that, doesn't it?
It just stings a little bit. What it will also do, if you're on a, say, backward slope, it will actually pull it on more. So once you've lifted it up, it actually will...
All right, so it acts to...
Tighten it down.
Yeah.
Okay. Jockey wheel.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously you need that down if you're going to...
Push it around.
Well, in preparation to take it off the tow ball or put the tow ball on, or you're going to manoeuvre it around. That winds it all down. Right. It's a clamp for the...
to hold the sleeve.
Yeah. So
how much movement do you have in that? Is there a lot of movement, or is it just...
You've got around about that much, I would say.
All right, okay.
So you just got to be obviously careful you don't go over the top of it.
Yeah.
It will come off.
Yeah.
If you're not careful, you grind it up all the way to the end of it. So if you haven't dropped it down before you started winding it, you probably will be on the limit.
Yeah. Right,
and
okay.
obviously you can bend the end of it, which is obviously not preferable.
Not good. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Very important when you do drop it down, make sure that is tight.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do that tight, I've seen it before where if the jockey wheel has been at that angle, that hasn't been tight and it's just gone poof, down on top of that, shattered all this.
Yeah.
And it's obviously expensive to start replacing things like that. Okay? Jockey wheel also there for levelling up nose to tail. Okay, your electrics, hopefully you've got a 13-pin socket on your car.
Yep.
See that centre bit there? That moves, so when you plug it in and turn it, that centre bit will more or less stop what it is.
Oh,
it's
right,
the outer wing that's starting to turn.
Okay.
Be very careful when you're pulling it out. Fully turn it left, because if you don't, if you try and pull it out too soon, it actually misaligns that,
bits off,
which can go about that much out and you can't get it back in. There is a tool which I'll show you afterwards, which is in the drawer at the front there, to realign it. Okay. But it's best to obviously
not do it in the first place.
Do that. Okay, ATC.
Yep.
You read a bit about that one?
It applies the brakes if necessary.
Yeah. So what
stop it snaking.
That's it. Yeah. So it's again stabilising your van. So if it is starting to do a bit of that, obviously detects that, applies the brakes slowly for a period of about 7 seconds or something like that. If the car and the caravan is going roughly that angle, all it does is slows the caravan down and the car pulls it straight.
Yeah.
So it's a fairly basic system, but
it works.
Very effective. Okay, it's got the indicator light on top here that tells you what condition it's in, as in tested or not. Yeah. So when you plug your electrics in, so it's running off your electrics off your car when you plug. You'll hear it self-test, you hear it manually self-test, and then you should get a green light. If it's a solid green light, that means it's done its full test, so it's okay, ready to go. If it's flashing green, that means it hasn't quite completed its test. Normally, from travelling from here to the gate, about 100 yards, it will complete that test and go solid. Okay. If it goes red, obviously problem. You can unplug your electrics, plug them back in, see if it will reset. Right. If not, best thing to do is just move your caravan, see if the brakes have been applied. If obviously it's moving freely, then they haven't. You can travel with it. Obviously the system won't be working.
It's not working.
You need someone to sort it out as soon as you can. If it's flashing red, again, try and unplug and see if it reset. If not, the likelihood is the brakes have been applied. So again, just see if it will move. If it obviously won't move, then obviously the brakes have been applied. Obviously you're going to need someone to sort it out. There is an actuating rod from the system to the brakes, which you can remove.
Disconnect that, can't you?
Well, obviously that means scrambling underneath. If you're capable of doing that, or it's again get an
I've seen the video for that actually, but not on this one.
No, if you're in a field and not going to be nice. Okay. So happy the A-frame end. Yeah. So your gas locker. At the moment we've got our gas connected. See that's what it's called, a pigtail. We've read a bit about that as well.
Yeah.
Okay. What we've got is an onboard regulator. If you've done camping before, regulator normally is connected to your gas pot.
Yeah.
This is what I call a dual control regulator as well. This regulator you can use on butane or propane.
Right.
Obviously you've got propane, which is a better gas for all year round. Butane tends to be just summer.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can use, if you do decide to use butane, you will need a different pigtail.
Right. Okay.
I'm just trying to see the pack. You've got a pigtail which I'll attach afterwards.
Right.
Okay. What we got on the top here is an indicator. See that screen? That's to say you've got pressure from your gas. Okay.
Right.
If it obviously gone red, then you've obviously lost pressure, as in the cylinder's empty. You can connect two, so you can have one and a spare.
Yeah.
Connect that one.
That's that cap.
Yeah. So you can connect two at the same time, so you don't have to disconnect especially halfway cooking something, or halfway through the night and the gas goes off. Obviously, it's not nice if it's freezing cold. What it will do, say this is connected to this side, this bottle here. Obviously that's pointing towards it, that's using that gas. If it runs out and the other one's connected and switched on, even though it won't automatically turn across to start using that gas, it will allow gas from there into your system.
Right.
Okay, so it's not an auto one, but it will still allow
it'll keep the gas flowing.
Okay. So the best thing to do, every time you come into this locker for whatever reason, you may have your Akerol handle or whatever, so you take the Akerol handle and filler or whatever to go and fill the Akerol, just check that.
Yeah.
If it has gone to red, you're going to need to turn it over
to
that one. Otherwise, if you don't take any notice of that, you'll end up with probably two empty cylinders. Then you think, oh, I can just change over now, and it's both of them are empty.
Too late.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Happy
with that bit. Yeah. We've got your 240 cable inside here. Wheel nut spanner. And your winder handle. Obviously, winder handle. Obviously, very important
for the legs.
Equipment, unless you've got a cordless drill.
I've got a cordless drill. I haven't got the attachment yet, but
yeah.
That's on the list.
Yeah. It's probably a good thing to have. If you think, well, this is where I'm going to park it, so put the wedge alongside it.
Yeah.
Roughly in that position. Pull it forward with the car. Put the wedge into the position.
Slide
it back up.
Yeah.
Obviously, using the spirit level, obviously useful, and give you a good idea to how level it's going to be. Obviously under this wheel, obviously it's down this side, or obviously you're lifting the one side that's down.
Okay, not a problem.
So once you've done that, obviously then you can disconnect the car off. Obviously make sure you've got the handbrake on.
Handbrake, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't want it rolling back off again and having to attach the car.
I can tell you an amusing story about that with some friends of ours, but later.
Later, yeah. Okay, so once you've done that, then you can level it front to back.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, using your spirit level, then you can use your jockey wheel to wind either nose up or down to level it.
Yeah.
Then once you've done that, then you can start winding the steady down.
Then you put your legs down.
Yeah. So obviously using this or your what you call it, or your drill, which is better. Yeah. Or quickly. So if you just wind that down, I'm going to get my drill. Okay, so if you imagine you were using that, I'd have all the rest of the free done, and you'd still be on that one.
Yeah.
How quickly they are. Okay, so what you do is bring it down to the ground, obviously, until it's touching.
Right.
Do all four. I've just got
and it's literally just touching, you don't...
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
What I tend to do is that.
Okay.
If it's moving around, then obviously you haven't got them...
A little bit more. Yeah.
So about another half turn.
But you don't put any real weight on them at all, do you? It's just... It stops it moving.
They're called steadies, and that's what they're there for, really. It's still got weight on the axle or whatever anyway, but that's obviously holding it. Okay? I'll leave that one down now. Okay, so once you've done all four then, obviously you can get in. You can get into the van as long as you've got at least one leg down. Don't get in the van before that, because obviously it could end up doing...
It'll just tip,
Yeah, looking at the clouds.
Okay.
Okay?
Right, happy? Yeah.
Happy with that, yeah. Right, well, I'll just explain what we've got down the side of the van now. So that's your vent,
Yeah,
okay, for your boiler.
for the boiler.
So
Okay.
boiler on gas. If you tend to be one of these people who can go away all year round, obviously if there's snow, hopefully not.
I don't know, ask the boss.
Obviously make sure that keeps clear.
Yeah.
You don't want that blocking up.
Right.
If it does obviously block up, it'll just shut the gas down anyway. Okay. Water in. Obviously you've got your Acron. Obviously this is ours, slightly modified. You don't got the bread bin base with wheels on. Right. What we got here is your pipe.
Right.
Obviously it takes the water, or obviously that's how your water gets into your van. So a little filter on the end. The pump is on board, so it actually sucks the water
Sucks
up
the water.
into there.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you've got to be careful with this type of pipe. See what can happen there. Normally, most people put that in the sink like that.
Yeah.
So if you make sure it is straightened out before you put it in the Acroll, otherwise you'll just be sucking air off the top of the Acroll.
Yeah.
Okay? And to get that in, you just clicks in. Get it out, just pull on the trigger, and pulls it out.
Okay.
Okay? Next is the battery locker.
Yeah.
Obviously we're running off our battery at the moment. Electric as well. You're happy, obviously, the van uses 12 volt.
Yeah.
To most things, obviously you can use it
240 or
without
230. Yeah.
240 connection, always connect your van first, then unravel the cable and obviously plug your bollard on site.
Okay.
Don't do it the other way around, because if you're plugging into your bollard and walking across wet grass with a live cable,
live cable in your hand. Yeah.
you never know.
Not clever.
No.
Yeah.
And I haven't got much hair to go swike you anyway. So obviously do it that way. Your cable, as I said, is in the front there. You've also got an aerial point there as well.
All right.
Satellite point.
Yeah.
So you can connect to external satellite dish or whatever, or some sites have them actually on the bollard themselves.
Yeah, I sure believe. Yeah.
Obviously they're super pitches. Okay.
Can't afford that.
Right.
Spent all my
Spent all your money now.
spent all my money on a new van.
Yeah. What we got there, obviously, is our bucket. And that's where your wastewater is going to come out of. So you've got your kitchen, your sink in your bathroom, and your shower. That's all the wastewater that comes there. Obviously, using your waste master. And all you do is just plug the 2 pipes in there and into your waste master. Obviously, emptying in the correct place. Not the same place as the toilet, or the toilet not in the same place as the wastewater. Okay. What we got here? Okay. That's your waste tank for your toilet.
Right.
Okay, and what we got here is the opening for the reservoir for the flush tank.
All right. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
for the flush tank, obviously you need to put water in it. What you normally do is put some pink chemical in there. So a small amount of pink chemical, top it up with water.
Yeah.
You don't know, well, the only way you know it's full is when you can see it through the hole. The only time you know it's empty is when you're flushing it, there's nothing coming out.
And nothing happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Waste tank. So obviously that's where all the nasty stuff goes. To release that, just lift the orange lever. It should slide out easy. If it's not sliding out easy, the likely is the waste gate, which is on the toilet, is still open or not fully closed.
Okay.
So put it back in, go inside,
Check it.
check it, make sure it's closed, and it should slide out as easy as that. You've got a handle
Oh, that's dinky.
and wheels there.
Yeah.
Obviously to help you
gotta
to go
enjoy
unemptied. Yeah, you don't see many. You don't see many ladies, I must admit.
That's a blue
at the
job, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it definitely is. Right. Before you use it, you need to put a blue chemical in
Yeah.
and run about a pint litre of water. You have got a measuring jug on the edge of that,
Right. Okay.
so you put a certain
that much
amount
blue
of
chemical.
blue chemical in and do that. To empty it is out the same hole as well. So to empty it, it's out through there. Press the
Press the button.
air release button and it allows it to come out.
Okay.
A bit easier. What you've got to be aware of when if obviously you've been camping, you've probably seen the chemical emptying points.
Yeah.
There's usually a big funnel with a big hole in it and a brick wall around it. Do not put that on the brick wall.
Because it'll fall down the
Yeah,
hole.
if you
You'll
go
never
knock that
see-
down that
yeah.
hole, you're not going down there and fetching it. And the warden's not going to be happy because you've probably just blocked his toilet pipe up. Access, if you want to, you can access it through there
Right.
for cleaning. Okay, be very careful. I think you can actually see this one actually. There's a float inside here which helps to indicate on your system
Oh,
when
right,
your
yeah.
tank's full.
Got you.
If you, which a lot of people do, just put water in and just they thrash it about to try and clean
Yeah,
it. If you
it
go and
will
loosen
break.
that off and that goes, that disappears down the emptying point as well. You're not going to have an
Buying a
indicator.
new one. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Slides back in. Oh, on here we've got this little plastic shelf. This little drain pipe. Okay. With caravans, it's very important that in the winter you've got it in storage. Water is out of the van.
Right.
Okay. So flush tank you need to empty.
Yeah.
Best thing to do is either flush it using the flushing button into your tank, depending on how much you got